What's up, YouTube? Let's see here. All right, guys. I've been talking about, you guys have noticed I'm putting a lot more attention in my YouTube channel, and this is the continuation of that. I'm going to be going live to talk to you guys live, and I'm going to start doing this on a consistent basis, answering any questions you might have. So as you guys come on the line, make sure that you chat and say hello. I know this is new. You guys seeing me live, so it may take a little while. I see one person watching, but that could be me on my other monitor. All right. I said I'm going to be persistent on this, guys. Like I said, I really appreciate your support, watching my videos, all your comments. Like I said, still got a long way to go. Still want to build this tribe on YouTube, but we've done, with your help, the views are up, the participation's up, so we're on our way. Let's see here. So I've done hundreds of live broadcasts on Facebook. I've done a couple here, getting all the technology ready and having this all work. Like I said, I'm going to get consistent on the schedule. So 2 people are watching now. I don't know if that's the other one is me though. These could be like my iPad here and then my laptop here. So as you come on, say hello, make a comment, chat with me. Tell me how long you've been watching, follow my YouTube channel. If you got a question that I can we can talk about, we can do that too. Now, all right, now there's 3 viewers here, so it can't be just my devices right now. Go ahead and chat, say hello if you guys have a question. Now, are you getting notified that it shows from your Gmail that I'm live? Is that how you got here? Got to figure this all out for you guys. Like I said, I've done hundreds of live broadcasts on Facebook, and now I'm going to be putting a lot more attention. I'm going to show up on a consistent basis here on YouTube. Again, thank you so much for watching my videos. I know that there's a lot of fitness experts. I don't know if you call me a fitness expert. I want to think that I'm a lot more than that. But I know they get thousands of views. They get thousands of views, when they go live. I get all that. I'm a long way away from there, but I do appreciate, what we've been able to do, how much we've been able to grow the channel, all your views, your comments. We're going to keep on going. All right. So camp, fit. All right. Skip, do you train in the 4 to 6 rep range? And good afternoon, brother. Well, good afternoon to you, Camp Fit. Hey, thanks for all your comments. Thanks for watching all my videos. Yeah, that's a great question. Now, for a long time, I did train in the 4 to 6 rep range. It was very effective, and I did that for all body parts. Maybe not abs. Yeah, just about that was it. Everything else I did. So I did train that 4 to 6 rep range. How should I say this? So many people have trained in that 4 to 6 rep range, Camp Fit, and I tell you, I've helped out so many people. It takes, to really get the most out of it, it takes such a tremendous mindset. And I can't comment on how everyone applies those 4 to 6 reps. I would have to see them train. But from my experience, kind of being the company, the supplement company that originated the training that had 4 to 6 reps, and I started that back in 1994. All right, so 23 years ago is when I started doing that, and at that time that is really revolutionary training that way, and I just take it. You got to have a certain mindset. You got to really want it. And I know we all think we train hard, but it's just my experience. Most guys, they're they don't have the mindset to get the most out of 4 to 6 reps. I mean, you got to really want it, or you're just doing fewer reps in lower volume. If you don't have the mindset to do it, and the reason why I know that is over the years if they came to me for some type of coaching, then when YouTube started, and I would have them do videos or send me videos from their phone, and I would just look at that weight and I would say, I want you to put in sometimes twice as much weight, certainly like 33% more. And then they were just blown away. I can't do that, right? Because logically that was too much, weight for them to do. And again, I'm not talking about doing weight to hurt them, but they would instantly do it just because I had them try it. And the thing is, if you don't have everything that goes along with it, as far as, it's just not about weight. It's about that mind-muscle connection. It's about, that confidence doing it, effective form, not necessarily strict form, but effective form. Then all you're doing is 4 to 6 reps and doing lower volume. Very few people that I notice, they really can do it right. They feel like they're doing it right. And if they're getting great gains, they can get great gains. See, the thing about it now, I got other things in my mind. One thing that I talk about a lot, Camp Fit, is we only have so much willpower, focus, energy, and time. It's not they're not endless resources. You got to allocate them properly. And a lot of us who really do well in bodybuilding training, I mean, we prioritize our workouts at the beginning of the day. I mean, it's almost like we get our workout in a few meals, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. We have this sense of accomplishment. And this whole bodybuilding training thing, sometimes, it's just an hour a day. But because if you do it right, just like with anything in life, I mean, it consumes you. And it's more than an hour a day. It takes a lot of willpower, focus, energy, and time to really pull this off. I equate it to like if you have a presentation at work, or maybe you had some presentation at school. And, it's just you got in front of the class and you talked for 15 minutes at most, right? But it was all that preparation, all that energy, worrying about if you're going to pull it off, all the preparation. And if you remember that, it could be at work, it could be at school. But when you were done, it might have been noon when you gave the presentation. But when you were done, I mean, you were just wiped out. You wanted to just go home for the rest of the day. You didn't feel like working for the entire rest of the day. Because of that vacuum of willpower, focus, time, and energy, worrying to perform your best for that 15-minute presentation. I think you know what I'm talking about. So was it just 15 minutes? Was it just 15 minutes? No, it wasn't. It took a lot more than just that 15 minutes of time. Well, that's how your training is if you do it right. And there's a lot of us warriors who are more than willing to do whatever it takes. But make no mistake about it, it's not just an hour of time to dedicate to this lifestyle. Well, so it goes back this long way to answering your question, Camp Fit. Man, I got a family. Right, I spent a good chunk of my earning years building a great body, trying to get striated glutes for the next contest. I know how to be effective and efficient in the gym, but I want to conserve some of that willpower, focus, time, and energy. I'm writing a book. You may know about all my plans, my family. I've got a mission at this stage of my life. I got so many more things. I want to be known for, in addition to help you understand building your body, building muscle, losing body fat, living the lifestyle, understanding the mindset that goes along with it. In addition to that, I want you to have just an amazing, incredible life. I want you to have a better body than me, and do it in a shorter period of time with less angst and confusion. I want you to have it younger in life. But you know what I really want? I want you to have an amazing quality of life. Something that you don't see in a lot of fitness people. You don't keep track, now that they were a fitness zealot and that's all they thought about. Where are they in their 40s and 50s? Where are the leaders talking about, hey, guys like us, let's have an amazing life. I'm going to be that guy, right? That's my mission. I want you to be so far ahead of me when you're my age. I want you to look great like me, better than me, but I want you to have an amazing life. There aren't very many teachers teaching guys like us who will dedicate to this how to expand it all. So as you can tell, I'm really passionate. I got so many more things planned that I work towards. I don't want to suck up so much of my energy having this body. As you can see, I still do it, right? I still consistent. It's a part of me. I love it. But I don't want to do what it takes. I don't want it to vacuum all my energy. I don't want to save some of my tank to create all that other stuff. So because I know I don't have that same mental edge that made me a champion. I'm not like some of these guys in the gym. They think they're training hard. I'm not trying to lie to myself. I know what it takes, and I know that I'm not willing to pay that price. So because of that, I can't stay in the 4 to 6 rep range. I don't have that rocket fuel. I don't have that focus, that mindset to make it work. You know, I would have a watered down version of the Skip LaCour who made 4 to 6 reps work, and I would just be doing 4 to 6 reps. So because of that, I've got to make up for it in volume. All right, so, you know, in my mass machine training, because, there's different rep schemes, like there's 6 to 8, there's a whole plan, and I'm really developing this man formation training, that this life that I'm all about now, I can teach you how to do it the way I used to do it when it's all in. If that's, I get that. I want to help you. But mindset is so important. I don't have the mindset to make 4 to 6 reps effective. I don't want it. I don't want to exhaust all that either. So because of that, I have to do more reps and more volume. And I'm not kidding myself. I'm just being honest with myself. And I'm able to be honest with myself in a way that most people who aren't doing that 4 to 6 reps, right? It takes a lot. You got to be willing to pay a price when you step into that gym to make it work, or you're just doing lower volume. So you got to make it fit with more reps, more exercises, more sets. So the intensity isn't there, that focus. I'm just humbly telling you that. And because of that, I got to do more volume and more reps per set. All right. So that's a very long answer, but there's a lot packed into that answer that can help a lot of people no matter what stage you're in. And that's the kind of insight that I want to bring to you with my 28 years in bodybuilding training, my 33 years in personal development, how I sandwiched all together. I was that champion. I was all in, 6-time national champion drug-free. But I lived it, breathed it. It was everything. I gave up everything to do that. If you want that, I want to help you accomplish that. And if you got the family responsibilities, you just want to look great, like I do at my advanced age, I can help you do that too. I think I'm bringing a whole unique concept to this whole fitness world and personal development world that you're not going to see anywhere else. Because I was that 25-year-old fitness expert. I know from his perspective, he can't tell you things because that's not his world. He can tell you in theory, but he hasn't experienced all that. Anyway, so Can't Fit, I'm married with, 4 kids, man. So you're right about conserving energy, so to speak, and give it to the gym, family, and work, and be effective, and have a great body. If that's your avatar picture, you look great there. Love your passion, Skip. Thank you so much. I got to tell you more about. I'm just like everybody else. You have your dreams, your hopes. You got to get confidence, and then when you can lock on, then when the passion is able to come out, there's no other life to live. And I'll tell you is that when I became that champion, the writer, DVDs, and everything that you see some of my old videos here on YouTube, I was that passion guy in that realm. And when I retired from competitive bodybuilding 14 years ago, trying to rebuild, reinvent myself to do more, I'll tell you, I was walking through life at a 7 or 8. I didn't know it at the time. It feels really good to be back focused with a new mission, a more clear vision, and be able to let my passion go out where it's 11 out of 10. I'm glad to be back, because once you've lived life with a passion and unbridled, just letting it all hang out, right? 11 out of 10, so to speak. Man, you can't live your life any other way. And there's always something missing, but you got to reinvent yourself. That's another thing I'm passionate about is like competitive bodybuilders, right? Have a very challenging time moving on in life to take that same level of focus, dedication, and apply it to other areas of life. And I'm telling you, the reason why it's tough to humble yourself and, where you have the bodybuilding training and the structure and you were good at it, and you got to leave that world behind. And know you're taking energy, willpower, focus, time, and energy. And so you're taking something you're great at, and you got to, intentionally suck at it and not grab an 11 and 10 for the greater good. But you don't know how long that period of time. It could be 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. before you find that other thing, right? And most bodybuilders, they can't handle it. They just keep on running back to the life that they know, and they never work on opening it up. It takes a mindset, and that's some codes that I've been able to crack. And in my upcoming book, it's Matter Trust Confessions of a Recovering Bodybuilder, I share a lot of stories. So where do you live? Can't fit? 4 kids? I would love, if I didn't get such a late, start here, I'm 55 years old. I have a 4-year-old and a 2.5-year-old. Maybe you saw the videos of my son Jace's first basketball. It's just, man, I gotta love and I gotta hold and hug these kids because, let's just face it. I'm not even gonna be alive when they're 30 years old because I got a late start. I wish I would have got some of this other stuff in my life together with, and I would have had 4 kids right there with you. So I'm jealous of you, Camp Fit. So you're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hello, S.K. Martin. How are you? Thank you, Camp Fit. Let's see, who else is on here? Let's make this interactive. Hey, in Camp Fit, I know that you're active. If there's anything you want to see more of on this YouTube channel, like I said, I want to put a lot of attention to it. I know you guys, I don't know if you guys are on my Facebook page. That's at Skip LaCour page. But, if you guys go on that page, these produced Man-Formation Minute shows that you see, like where, it has the intro and then the graphics are there all. I shoot those all live on Facebook, and I do it at 4:30 in the morning when the gym is closed, right? I don't know if you know that, because I found out that most people are on YouTube. They never even go over to Facebook. But so what I'm doing, I've got this kind of elaborate setup with, 2 different cameras. Actually, sometimes you see it coming from a different angle. I set up 3 different cameras, and I've got 2 professional microphone systems, and I've learned how to, split the lens. So my eyes are looking, one eye is looking into one camera, and one eye is looking at the other. And so that's why when it looks produced, it looks like I'm looking right into the camera for the Facebook Live crowd. And when I produce it here for Facebook, that I'm looking right into the camera there. That took a lot of time to figure all that stuff out, right? So I do those live, and then I chop it up and I add the graphics, and then I put over here to YouTube. But I think, those are more produced. This is how I really am. I try to be, I don't know, people authentic or whatever, but, you got to be hyped. You got to deliver a message. You got to be succinct. If you kind of look in the back, towards the end, you always see the gym is opening, because I just get, like you said, Camp Fit, I get so passionate. I'm just talking. And I know I got to be out of the gym before the gym closes, and I can kind of see, before it opens, and I can kind of look behind me and see people through the lens. I can see them getting in there. So I got to close up. I just get lost in my message. But that's how that happens. I do them live. So go to Skip LaCour page, and I do those in the morning and sign up for the notifications. And then I do the produced version, and that comes over to YouTube. Let's see. So Skip, your live, your training videos, most like to watch them when I do cardio or before the weights. I love your older videos when you would smack the crap out of your chest. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's not just an hour of the gym. I gave it all. And by the way, I don't know if you've seen where I explain that I can't fit, but it's called NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. It's like when you think the same thoughts, before I hit the weight, and it didn't matter if it was a week before the contest, I was no calories, or my off season. My strength would stay consistent because I program my nervous system. And so before, I would always walk to the weight. It would always be the same way from the right. And I would say it 3 times. I see it, feel it, hear it, know it. See it, feel it, hear it, know it. I see it, hear it. So I do it 3 times with building momentum. And when I say, know it, right? And it would program for my body and nervous system for strength. It'd be very similar. Like if you heard a song that back in high school would remind you where you were, your girlfriend, and those type of things. It kind of gets ingrained in your nervous system. Well, I would do that through touch, through that slap, through sound as I'm whispering to myself, and then movement. And like I said, it was everything in the world to me. I'll tell you this, as you can tell, I'm getting the whole fire camp fit. I'm putting all the pieces together where I came away from the training, that level of intensity, and then I worked on the business and family, and I'm doing that. And now what you're going to see, because I'm going to create this whole Man Formation training series, and I will be in the gym by myself when I shoot all these segments. And so I don't know if I'll do that because, see, Man Formation is about, you're older, you want to be fit. So, I don't, most people aren't going to want to do that in a crowded gym. So maybe I'll do an abridged version, but that's what that's all about. But I'm glad those can provide motivation for you there at Camp Fit. So so I'll do some training videos. See, the thing though is that if I do live training videos, you would have to be watching that 4 o'clock in the morning Pacific time for that to work out. So like I said, I'm gonna get okay, great. Yeah, so I'll work something out. We'll get this worked out. So Luke, hello Luke. Luke says, random question skip. What is your favorite food? Oh man, it's interesting because I don't think about that, and that's because the way I look, so much is tied into This is what you guys need to understand. If you see all these amazing fitness experts, right, and they just have these amazing bodies, you're thinking, how can he do that? Why is he so ripped? That guy's a freak. Is he taking drugs or whatever? Even if he's not big, he's just so ripped. Let me tell you, when it's your occupation to be fit, when it's your whole identity, you think about it all the time. Oh God, I got to do a video tomorrow. I got to get my views up, right? I got to get, whatever, however they make their money. I got to give them my coupon code. When your living is that, your identity is that, when you do it every day, it's not just some hobby. You'd be surprised, how much effort you would put in, right? And so because that, like I said, I would, so my favorite food, I don't know, probably pizza. I love pizza, but but if you love something, wouldn't you eat it a lot, right? I don't even remember the last time I had pizza. I tell you the truth is that I don't even know when the last time I had processed food, right? My thing is peanut butter. So if you said what my favorite food is, peanut butter. So I'm pretty lean now. If you saw the pictures, if not, you can see like ab shots like on Facebook. If you get on my Facebook page, make sure you guys get over there too. Like I said, what I'm working towards is in a month or so. I want to time it to the launch of my book. So a lot of eyes. But you're gonna see this 55-year-old man with his shirt off, training in the gym. So that's what's next. So because of that, Luke, I just block that out. It's my occupation. This is how I feed my family. This is my identity for the last, 28 years, right? I can't, something's got to go, right? Either my mission to be that physical, mental, emotional example, if this is, my goal is to be the most fit 55-year-old on the planet, right? So I can't be thinking about what my favorite food is, right? But I would say practically pizza, but how can you really love pizza if you don't eat it, right? But peanut butter would be. I eat jars of those things. And as a matter of fact, this is how I rationalize it because, I got to have the energy, right, to think, to look into my kids' eyes, to work all day, to give my one-on-one coaching clients, everything. I can't be in a dieted, state. And so I'm hovering in pretty lean state and then I'm going to sprint to the end. And so when my one cheat meal, this is my rationalization, is peanut butter, right? And it's not that Laura Scudder, natural, all oily peanut butter. That stuff's crap. I want the Skippy, creamy, I don't know, the most commercial peanut butter, right? That tastes good to me. As a matter of fact, I'm making myself hungry right now, Luke. So Luke says, haha. I see. Yeah, I see. Definitely get that. I love having meat because it gives me a good feel, and eventually, you like the way it tastes because, like you said, it's how your identity, right? Definitely, definitely. Well, I appreciate you guys here. So give me some input. Like Luke, I know you watch a lot. You can't fit. What do you think? So like live early in the morning. I can't, like I said, I can't train live, but I can come on and do questions and answers like this. Maybe I can do a schedule, whatever you guys want. Have your questions ready. I can do that. All right. So I want to get into a pattern. Like I really love you guys on YouTube because you guys are definitely more committed. All right. There's a couple of things now that I want to draw your guys' attention, whether you're watching this live or on the replay version. All right. So Luke and I have talked. I don't know Can't Fit if you know that, but Luke and I have talked on the phone. I make myself available from time to time because I know you guys are getting so much information, so much generic information, and hopefully, as I'm talking to you, kind of bro to bro here, and I when I get asked a question, you notice how I put a lot into it because um, all my 28 years helping people, I know this question will lead to this question, which will lead to this question, and so what I do is I try to pack a lot of answers, the next step and the next step in the one question that you asked. I don't just ramble. I just know what the next question is going to be once you kind of get that concept down. But with all this information, you guys have a ton of information, not just for me. There's a lot of great information out there. It's how do you get it to apply specifically to you in your specific situation. That's why I make myself available, and I'm putting my phone number. It's right there on the screen, 213-973-8790. And I'll open my lineup. And even if it isn't, if I'm busy, I'm with the coach guy, leave a message, right? That number doesn't go directly and interrupt my home office, by the way. So it's semi-private, but it's directly to me. It bounces over the phone. So don't worry about calling at an inappropriate time. I'll call you back, right? So I want you to take advantage of it. I can talk to you 10 or 15 minutes. Luke, why don't you talk about your experience? I mean, it wasn't just trying to get all this information from all these YouTube channels. I helped you break it down to specifically to you. Luke, why don't you share your experience about talking to me one-on-one? Like I said, I'm really committed to this, like Can't Fit, really passionate about this. And I just really, there's all these videos, right? I mean, all these videos, and I know they get all these views, but I wonder how much they're actually helping people, or just overwhelming them with information. I want to do more than that. I'd rather talk, instead of like doing 3 videos a week that are half hour long, 90 minutes. I'd rather talk to 9 guys for 10 minutes and really make a difference, right? I've got all the pats on the back of my 28 years doing this, right? I'm not doing this for fame. Like, hey, wow, I love a lot of likes. Let me just make that clear. I love a lot of likes. I love a lot of comments. I love you telling all your friends to come to my YouTube channel. I want 1 million views, okay? But I've got enough pats on the back. I really want to be effective, right? So that's why I do that. And if you live outside of the United States, let's connect on Skype, all right? I want to really help you cut through it, All right, so like I said, I don't know the exact pattern. I appreciate you guys here, whether you're watching it live on a replay version, but write those numbers down. Also, guys, there's a couple things, and I have it posted down below. I'm really passionate about my upcoming book. It's A Matter of Trust, Confessions of a Recovering Bodybuilder. I want you to go, and the links are down below, to go to skiplacour.com/book, okay? skiplacour.com/book. All right, and I want you to download those passages. And if you have downloaded those passages, if you've read, that's just a glimpse. If you think that is hard hitting, you're going to love my book. It's going to just change people's lives. I know that I've taken a very unique, sometimes very challenging journey, and I wanted to, and if you can relate to my story, it's going to really help you, especially if you're younger. I want you to have a better quality of life, than me sooner in life, and I know that this book will do it. So download those passages. At the bottom, fill out the questionnaire. Tell me how it's impacted you. Tell me what you can take away from it. I really want your feedback as I finish this book up. Also, if you go to skiplacour.com/rate, skiplacour.com/rate, what I've done is right now there's 17. I'll probably narrow it down to 12. I'm going to call it the dirty dozen, right? These are thoughts, feelings, emotions, experience, events that I've gone through that really kind of took over my mind over the years. As I've matured, as I've grown, as I've taken my thoughts, my life to the next level. And a lot of guys who are like me, especially if you love bodybuilding training and the structure of it, you're a lot like me, all the very great things that we do and maybe some of the challenges, right? And so right now there's 17. Like I said, I'm going to narrow it down. I'm going to call it the dirty dozen of these thoughts, experience, feelings, events. I want to know if you can relate to those. I'll tell you, the guys who have commented, they say 10, 15 out of 10, right? You're like reading my mind. I had one guy call me up. He called the phone number that I have there. And, he called up after reading it. He said his heart was beating out of his chest because it was just him. It was his experience. Ravi posted here on YouTube. He said that it was a solid 10 for him, and he reached out to me in email. And Ravi, if you're watching this, I want you to go ahead and follow up. I sent you back an email. Follow up. Don't just stop here. Let's take it over the top. How much they can relate. It's interesting. I have this one-on-one coaching client, and it was this past Sunday, and I have him at 9 o'clock in the morning Pacific time. And at preparation for his hour coaching session, I had just posted that, and so I wanted him to read these 17 thoughts, emotions, and experiences, right, before we did our session. And so he got on the phone. He goes, and I've been working with him for 3.5 years. Every week we talk on the phone. If you're interested in coaching, send me an email. If you want to learn more about it, go to skiplacour.com/coaching. Do a video. I know it's a process. We go on this journey. It's emotional. You got to be committed. It's just a great experience. We get to know each other. But go to Skip LaCour Coaching if you're interested. And if not now, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to take action now, maybe later, 3 months from now, 6 months from now. A lot of people go through their process. But go to Skip LaCour Coaching to check that out. So he's been with me for 3.5 years. We talk every single week, right? And by the way, he's done a couple bodybuilding shows, but it was family, business. He's got those goals too. And what he said was, did you write that about me? Did you have me read that? Because from all the time we've talked, you put together, that's me thinking? I said, no, that's not. That's you. It's all of us. It's a very common experience. He goes, wow, that's a 10 out of 10. I thought you wrote that based on me. So I want you guys to take to read that. Let's see. So Luke says, yeah, I wish you did have 1 million views for the quality of the information. What exactly was your question for me? I just wanted you to post down below, Luke, what that experience was like. You were a guy who took a chance. You'd be surprised how many people don't call. And then what you got out of that 10 minutes, it'd help you shift through all this information that you're taking in and give you a different perspective on how you can apply it to yourself. Did you get that experience from our short phone call? Actually, I don't know how long we talked. Sometimes I get lost. Believe it or not, I get lost. I'm so passionate about this stuff. I mean, minutes seem like seconds to me. Like I said, I have no idea how long I've been talking right now. When I start talking about this stuff, I mean, time just stands still. I want you to have a life that you're able to do what you love to do, that when you're engrossed in helping other people and doing what you're great at and you're working hard, that you'll give up the pizza or the peanut butter or whatever, and when you talk about it and you help people, that it's just like I said, minutes seem like seconds, hours seem like minutes to you because you just love what you do. That's the goal to work for. I want to help you do that. All right, so you're going to download those passages at skiplacour.com /book. All All right, then I want you to see those 17 thoughts, feelings, emotions, events. See if you're a lot like me and a lot of the men who gravitate this bodybuilding and training. And that's at skiplacour.com/rate. Okay. And then if you're interested in coaching, see some videos and want to reach out, maybe talk about it, go to skiplacour.com/coaching. And actually, there's a link if you want to set up a time to talk to me, dig in, see if coaching is a good fit for you. That's at skiplacour.com/coaching. All right. I also have a free gift for you today for watching 2 free ebooks. It's 10 stupid things that bodybuilders do to mess up their training habits. And then another ebook is 10 stupid things that bodybuilders do to mess up their winning mindset. All right. It's absolutely free. It's at the link below. And that's at skiplacour.com/2 ebooks. All right. skiplacour.com/2 ebooks. But that link is down below too. Free gift. Absolutely. All right. So Luke says, I think the phone calls are very useful, especially seeing that you're a guy that truly wants the best for others. It's a breath of fresh air to see a guy that goes out of his way to help others. And it really helps me. Like I said, with this book that's really going to change lives and really start the process, the more and more, just like with everything, the more time in the gym, the more you break something down, that's what it takes. If you guys have heard, it takes 10,000 hours to do something to become a true master, right? I put my 10,000 hours in the gym. I put in a lot of time, confidence, leadership with Manformation. But being this coach and teacher, I don't know if I'm at 10,000 hours, but the more and more I talk to, that's what it takes for mastery, and I'm more than willing to do it. So I get a lot out of helping guys, talking to you one-on-one too. So like I said, you guys really take advantage of that. Again, I'm going to post this down below. If not now, maybe, write that number down and do it for later. You can do me on Skype too. So that's down below. All right. So a lot of things went into today. And I got one thing that I want to address before we go. Just one more thing. And it's, what Luke said about getting 1 million views and things like that. And I want to kind of talk about that. But so you're going to download the passages to my upcoming book. It's A Matter of Trust, Confessions of a Recovering Bodybuilder. That's at skiplacour.com/book. You're going to see if these thoughts, feelings, and emotions that you can identify, like so many men who love training, love that structure, can. And that is at skiplacour.com/rate, R-A-T-E. And then I want you to go down to the bottom and fill out those questionnaires. They get sent to me. You get a copy. I want to know your thoughts. Again, that helps me with my 10,000 hours of mastery. All right. If you're interested in coaching, take a look at the video. I put a very extensive form. It's quite a commitment of your time and energy, hopes and dreams that you put in me. I'm not going to let you down, but you got to be ready. Right. So I put a lot of stuff to read, and that's at skiplacour.com/coaching. All right, and then go get your free 2 ebooks and 10 stupid things that bodybuilders do to mess up their training habits, and 10 stupid things that bodybuilders do to mess up their winning mindset. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about it, and this is where I need your support. And it's like, getting the 1 million views. And, I know I'm really thankful. Guys, I'll tell you, is that it wasn't too long ago that I would do a video, passionate, just as ever. And the whole life of the video, it would get 25, 30 views. And then I'd make another one, and that would get 25, 30 views. I don't know if you've been around with me long enough to know that. And I just said, well, that's okay. I know I pump out great stuff. I know it's value. And it brings me a lot of coaching clients, right? So, I don't know the guys who get 1 million views. I assume they make $1 trillion or whatever, right? Because in the 30, it was enough to create the connection and create a good coaching business, right? So because of that, if you don't experience pain, you're not going to necessarily do the things to get to the next level. So I wasn't okay with it, but I was getting 30 views and I was okay, right? Then all I did, I said, look, it doesn't look influential because, most people aren't confident, right? So just say, there's that saying that says, nobody wants to eat in an empty restaurant, right? Just think if you went in a restaurant, right? The average person, And they just love it. They think the food is amazing, but they go there on a Friday night and they're the only ones there. They'll be going, even though they love the food, they would say, is there something wrong with me? Why do I love this? Why is everybody else eating somewhere else? Maybe there's something wrong with me. And I know that's how we as human beings are. Nobody wants to eat an empty restaurant. So I said, you know what? I can have more of an impact. I got to crack this code on getting more views. And so basically what I did, I looked on YouTube on how to get more views. And it was definitely outside of the fitness thing, right? And so I've been breaking down the strategies. And one of it is the subject matter to talk about. You got to do something that's keyword searchable. Like where people who don't know who I am, they don't know about my bodybuilding career. You got to talk about the stuff they're typing on Google. And then Google's a search engine. And then they put these videos. That's how they get there. Well, I would just get up on here and say, you know what, I've helped these guys out. This is what they need. And I wouldn't worry about keywords or titles or subject matter. And I certainly didn't want to talk about whatever guys were gossiping on fitness channels, right? And so I would come up and just deliver powerful information, but nobody finds it because nobody's typing in. And I word it the way that I do. You gotta do your research and say, like, how they type things in, like, what is the best training volume for size? And you name your video that. And the keywords are that. And it says in the body, and it's voice recognition. So at the beginning, you have to say, in this video, I'm going to tell you the best training volume for size. It's a very sophisticated thing that I wasn't even paying attention to at all. Right? Like I said, I know you. I know what you need. I've been doing this. I've been through it. And I would just turn on the camera and talk about what I know you needed. Right? But that's why there was only 30 views. And so now what you'll see is I still give the same genuine Skip LaCour the way I see it. But I've learned how to do some of these and getting better and better. So like now, like if you look at yesterday's videos, watch 105 times on the first day, right? Like I said, my other videos, it could have been this, guys, could have been the same exact information. Just as good, just as well produced, everything. And it would have 30 views the entire time it was on the internet. And now I'm up to 105. So hopefully there'll be a lot. I'll continue this, right? So it's subject matter. It's those keyword searches, and that's one other thing. And like I said, there's other things that you can do is that, like I said, like I was telling, Camp Fit here in a month, I'm going to be 55 years old. I'm going to be taking off my shirt, right? Now just think of the visual of a guy all ripped at 55 years old, training hard and heavy as I still do. I mean, just think of all the virility of that, and it'll be attractive. So, and again, you see Cali Muscle, maybe you saw that training video I had with him. He's got his shirt off. It's visual. The internet is visual. I haven't been playing any of that game, right? So there's a lot of things that I haven't been doing, and I don't like I said, if you notice, if like there's one popular topic, everybody will make sure they do a video, right? Because that's what's popular, and you keep on doing that. You build a tribe. I would never participate in that. So Luke says, happened to stumble across your website there. Awesome. Let's see. Luke says, funny thing is doing extensive research and follow the rabbit hole and found an article from 2004. Awesome. All right, guys. So who's going to call me today, like Luke did, right? And again, if not today, and again, it doesn't matter if you're watching this live on a replay version. I want all your, down below, guys, if you're watching live or replay version, put all your comments below. I want to hear everything. As you can tell, this is the attitude that I had to become a 6-time national champion drug-free bodybuilder, to quit my full-time job, to write for the magazines, to produce DVDs and ebooks and appearances around the world, and then the whole man-formation stage of confidence and leadership to where I am now. It's because when I get into something, I get into it, and I want to put that attention here to YouTube. And maybe I'll get 1 million views one of these days, all right? So we'll see on that journey. All right, guys, so thank you so much for chatting and commenting. And again, if you're not live, go ahead. Let's continue the conversation with the comments. All right, guys.